Hi, Year 10s. Welcome back to some online learning. Today we're going to be looking at Chapter 10A, Measure of Centre. So we're starting Chapter 10, which is Statistics. In this video, we're just going to look at the first couple of questions and examples from Chapter 10. What I want you to do is while I am talking, I'm going to be highlighting some stuff. I want you to copy these notes into your books. Okay, so we're looking at basically a measure of centre, which is your mean, median, mode at the moment. Okay, we'll jump straight into the key ideas. To find the mean from a table of data, add a score times frequency table. Okay, I'll explain what this means in these videos. I just want you to copy these notes in for now. Find the median from table of data, add a cumulative frequency column to the data. To find the mean or median from a table of group data, use the midpoint of the class interval as the value of the score. The mean is represented by the Greek letter mu. A piece of data that is very different from the rest of the data set is called an outlier. Okay. So they're the key ideas. You'll understand a little bit more once we go through the examples from the textbook. But yeah, can you just copy those in, please? Moving on to the mean, median, mode, and range. We would have heard these a lot, but just a quick refresher on what they are. So the mode is the value that appears most often in a set of data. So the most common value. Okay, there can be more than one if you've got more than one number that repeats itself, or there can be no mode if there's no numbers that repeat itself. But it is just the most common. The range is the difference between the lowest value and the highest value. So all you need to do is subtract the lowest from the highest, and that gives you your range. Okay. The median is the middle number in a list of numbers that are ordered from lowest to highest. So when they're put in order, it is the middle number. Okay, it might be easy to see, or you might have to work out the average of two numbers depending on how many you've got in your data set. I'll explain that further on in the video. But the median is the middle number when it's in order. Okay, and the mean is the average. Basically, the mean is the total of all values divided by the number of values. All right, so you add them all up and then divide them by how many there are. That gives you your mean, which is the average. So can you get those in as well, please? Mean, median, mode, and range. Moving on, we're going to go into the first example from chapter 10A, which is this one here, where you're finding the measure of centre for data that's been presented in a list. So find the mean, median, and mode for this data set. Okay, so we're going to look at the mean first of all, which is adding all your numbers and then dividing it by how many numbers you have to work out the average. So you can see here they've added them all up, all those, and then divided them by how many there are. So there's 10 numbers, added them all up and then divided by 10, giving you the mean of 11.5. Find the median, rearrange the numbers in order and find the middle number. If the set has an even number of data, find the average of the two middle numbers. Okay, so you can see here, I'll do this one in green. So I've put them in order from smallest to largest. And because there's only 10, there's no exact middle number. Okay, so the middle is actually split down here. So there's 5 on each side. So you're going to add 11 and 13 together and then divide it by 2, which gets you to 12. So the median for this set of data is 12. If it was an odd number, and I'll show you further on in this video, it's a little bit easier to work out the median. And then the mode, look at the ordered number list and state the most common number or numbers. So the modes for this one are 9 and 13 because there's 2 9s and there's 2 13s. We'll go through another example on the next slide, but I just want you to have a read through that, have a look through it, and then yeah, we'll go on to the next slide as well. So this is from question 1 in example, okay? So first of all, we're going to find the mean. Use my handwriting. So to work out the mean, we're going to add all our numbers together and then divide it by the numbers we have. What's going on? Cool. So the mean, we're going to go 3 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7. So that equals 63. Okay. Then what we need to do, we need to count how many numbers we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to divide our total amount by 11, which gets us to 5.72. So our mean is 5.72. Adding all your numbers together and then dividing it by how many you've got. That's your mean. The median is where we need to put it in order. Okay, median. We're going to put these in order from smallest to largest. We've got 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Okay, they're now in order from smallest to largest. What we then need to do is we need to work out the middle number from this set of data. Because there are 11, it's going to be easy. So you're going to just have to split it straight down the middle. So find the middle number, which is your 6th number. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our middle number there, because you can see on either side, you've got the same amount. So our middle number is 5. So our median equals 5. Okay. Now our mode is just our most common, the most common number in that set of data. So at the moment, we've got 2 3s, 2 5s, 2 8s, and 2 9s. So our mode is just 3, 5, 8, and 9. That's how you do it. So when it's been given in a list, that's how you're going to work out your mean, median, and your mode. All right. To work out the range, I know you're not being asked to do that, but the range, all is going to be is this. Is our highest value, which is 9, take away our lowest value, which is 2, which equals 7. So that's how you work out your range as well. All right. Moving on to the next example is when it is in a table. Finding mean from a table. Find the mean for this data, which is here. You've got your score, which is represented by X here. Your frequency, which is represented by F. To prepare for calculations, add a score times frequency column and a totals row. So that's this column here and this column here. Then all you need to do is multiply your score times your frequency, like so. So 8 times 13 gets you to 104, 9 times 9 gets you to 81, 10 times 3 gets you to 30. Once you've done that, you're going to add downwards. So 13 plus 9 plus 3 gets you to 25, 104 plus 81 plus 30 gets you to 215. So they're your totals. To find the mean, divide your score times frequency by the frequency total. So that's what they've done here. They've gone 25 divided, 215 divided by 25 gets you to 8.6. So that is just a simpler way of working out, adding up all your numbers together and then dividing them by the total amount. If you've got it in a table like this one, it's easier to do it just with your score times frequency table as opposed to writing all your numbers out in a list. All right, we'll go through another example here, one that's been taken directly from the textbook. So find the mean for each data set. All right, do this. We need to add a score times frequency, which is X times F. There, like so, and also add a totals. Okay, so then all you need to do is you multiply and then you add. So we're going to go multiply crossways. So 1 times 6 gets you to 6, 2 times 7 gets you to 14, 3 times 10 gets you to 30. All right, so we've multiplied crossways. Now we're going to add downways. 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 10 gets you to 23. 23, perfect. And then we're going to add our score times frequency as well. 6 plus 14 is 20, plus 30 gets you to 50. Okay, so there, this here is our total values when added together. This is our number of values. So then all we need to do is, like we did earlier, 50 divided by 23 gets you to 2.17. So it's the same thing. You're adding all your numbers together and then dividing by the amount you've got. But when you've got it in a table like this, it's easier to do your multiplying and then you're adding and then you're dividing like we've just done. All right. So they're the two examples I'm going to get you guys to do for this video. The questions I want you to do are on the next slide from chapter 10A, questions 1, A, B, C, and D, questions 2, A, B, C, D, E, F. We'll continue on with this this chapter in the next video, but for now, I just want you to do question 1 and 2. Thanks, guys.